So another day, another kind of promotion for Caitlin Clark. And if you thought this was going to be a nice, calm off season for her, does not seem to be the case. It does not seem to be the case that is going to be a calm off season off the court, because it genuinely seems like it is. It's equally as busy as last year, if not more busy, which is crazy because I had no idea. You could get even busier off the court than Caitlin Clark was last year. I really look, I've no doubt about it that she's working out. She's rehabbing. It's one of those things that I think everybody was saying it last year, and it was like that Caitlin never stopped working, and that was one of probably negative things in the end. You have that rest is so important, and it's one of those things that I think maybe for the first time she probably undervalued how important rest was, and obviously look, that being something, it is that is an important thing, and that's something that hopefully she figures out and is able to get on top of this summer. And look, I think again, these 8-month off seasons, and I've stood by it. I've said this. You can underestimate an 8-month off season. You can underestimate rest. You can underestimate things, because it's very different than going from the college season, where it's first of all, the games are at a lower level. You can coast, especially for a team like Iowa. You can coast in out of conference play. You can coast. You can play your way into shape, and it's there's no playing your way into shape when you're facing Ryan Howard full court pressing you in game 2 and 3. That's just not a thing when you're playing the full Liberty, where they have Natasha Cloud full court pressing you. That's not really something that you can kind of prep for in college. Where in college you get 3 or 4 months off and you can coast for a while, versus in the pros you get 8 months off and then you're flat out in. And this is and obviously, with that being said, she's still doing other things. So this is a promotion for, as far as I'm aware, Dick's Sporting Goods. So Caitlin's court. Behind the scenes. A workout. Is that the thing that was meant to be the first court she ever played on? Because she's had so many photo shoots on this court. It's a high school court. There's been so many photo shoots on it. But yeah, look, it is still a big off season for Caitlin, and it's just kind of a lot of everything. It seems to be a lot of everything. And I think I'd say she is absolutely attacking rehab. You can tell by the fact that she's just there in the background of all the fever. Anything to do with the fever. So yeah, I'm hoping that the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark are able to figure something out that that gets her right. Gets her going. Gets her going into next season. And I hope that she continues to make a boatload of money, because that is pretty important. That is pretty important as well, making as much money as you can in out of this, because your career is short. And look, I don't think when it comes to Caitlin Clark, I don't think she's even as short as her career is going to be. I don't think she's made enough money that she realistically doesn't have to do a single thing she doesn't have to lift a finger for the rest of her life, and she will live in luxury, and her kids will live in luxury. You can lose 10 million pretty easily, but yeah, that is something that That is something. But what do you guys think about the off season? Because this is always just one of those weird things where it's like everybody like, oh, she needs to be in the gym more, and like, oh, all of this stuff. And I'm like, I think she was in the gym too much last season. I think that's an actual like problem with last season. Is I think it was like obviously she would have these photo shoots, but it's like you've heard the stories. It's like, oh, she's in New York for some like off the court thing, so she ends up bringing a trainer to New York and working out for hours in New York. And I'm like, realistically, it's okay to take a day off. I think that's okay. Like, you don't have to do everything now. You don't have to do everything straight away. Like, you don't have to go and do everything immediately. Because at the end of the day, like, you have a long career. And the important thing is, realistically, is that you're good to go in at the end of it. You have a long career, and I think it's a big thing that you're able to make the most of it financially, and you're able to make the most of it basketball-wise. Like, you're able to have the best career for yourself. And you're able to realistically have a career that you would have hoped for. And look, if I'm going to be honest, like, I think Caitlin Clark's probably already exceeded her what. Like, I think as much as Caitlin Clark dreamed of it, there's a difference between dreaming it and being able to live it. And I don't know if when UConn weren't recruiting her, like when UConn didn't recruit her and she wasn't getting on much for Team USA, if in her wildest dreams she could have imagined doing what she's doing right now. And yeah, now we just sit in hope. We sit in hope that next year she's good. It's going to be good that we're going to get to see it. We're going to get a chance to see her play realistically for Team USA. That's going to be big. Watching her play for Team USA is going to be a big one, because we're going to be able to see her play in a 5v5 setting for the first time in the guts of a year. Like, we haven't seen a fully healthy Caitlin Clark since September 2024. That is 14 months ago. Was the last time we saw a fully healthy Caitlin Clark. And that was a player who was putting up a 27-point or 24-point triple-double against the Sparks. That's a player who went up 25. It was a 25-9 in game 2 against this Connecticut Sun and nearly willed them to victory. And through the first half, she scored or assisted on basically everything they did. We've got that, and at least now, hopefully, we're going to be able to see as on top of the off the court things. We're going to maybe be able to see her get back on the court soon. But anyway, I'll see you guys.